Hello everyone! Welcome to my channel, Bachelor Nation News fans. Bachelor in Paradise, Mari Pepin predicts redemption for Devin. The new season of Bachelor in Paradise has just premiered, and fans are already disappointed by the new setting. The beloved ABC show has returned after an almost 2-year break and has made some key changes since then, marking a new first with a filming timeline change. Although familiar faces have returned, the setup has not, causing fans to be upset about more than one glaring aspect. During the first few minutes of the premiere of Season 10, fans realized almost instantly the show's vibe was no longer the same. Aside from the first season, the reality series has always been filmed at Playa Escondida Resort in Sayulita, Mexico. However, for the 10th anniversary, the producers decided to switch it up by relocating the show to Azora Beach Resort in Samara, Costa Rica. While the network thought it'd be a good idea to elevate the style of the show, fans felt otherwise as they took to X with their disappointment. One said, "I miss the beach, I miss the stairs, I miss the low-budget cameras that made it look real and not an overproduced movie." Another questioned, "Did I miss something? Why aren't they on the beach eating nachos and drinking margs? Why is it filmed like a lame documentary? What is with the music? I'm going to keep complaining because this ain't it." A third begged, "Bring back the paradise that has the old-school vibe, please." A few compared the new setting to other shows, specifically Peacock's Love Island. Someone wrote, "The new Bachelor in Paradise season is trying so hard to be a Love Island spin-off BFF." A viewer commented, "Bachelor in Paradise is now the Walmart version of Love Island?" A fan pointed out, "Not them starting with a preview of the final day in Paradise like the White Lotus LMA." Bachelor in Paradise's new showrunner, Scott Teedy, spoke to Entertainment Weekly about the new setting. He said the new hotel is more upscale and has a sexy chicness to it that feels more elevated than the traditional kind of paradise world that we've been in. "From new cameras and lenses to frame rates to the way it's shot, we're trying to implement an upgraded, sexy style across the board," he added. Scott also explained, "I think the drive to move was based on shaking things up stylistically with a new vibe and a new kind of paradise." Has always been the soundtrack to Bachelor in Paradise. The waves crash, the cocktails flow, and the drama bubbles up as fast as the tropical sun dips into the horizon. For years, this spin-off of The Bachelor and The Bachelorette has thrived on a formula that felt both messy and magical. A beach, a bar, and just enough chaos to make viewers tune in week after week. But this season? This season, fans aren't buying it. Instead of sun-soaked Mexico, ABC producers shocked audiences by shifting the entire cast to a brand new setting that viewers quickly dubbed Walmart Love Island. The phrase exploded across Twitter, TikTok, and Reddit, and for many, it perfectly captured what longtime fans were feeling, that Paradise had traded its charm for cheap imitation. A setting no one asked for. When host Jesse Palmer first teased that Bachelor in Paradise was about to get a revolutionary makeover, fans braced for surprises. Maybe a longer season, maybe an international location, maybe a bigger cast. What they got, however, was something else. Instead of the beloved Sayulita Beach Bar with its iconic palapa, the new season takes place in a neon-soaked villa built on a private island off Florida's coast. The resort-style setting features LED-lit pools, glossy fire pits, and an enormous outdoor club space that feels ripped straight from Love Island, UK. Gone are the hammocks, the rustic tiki torches, and the slow burn of tequila-fueled small talk. In their place, glowing cabanas, staged dance floors, and producers pushing contestants into challenge days involving inflatable obstacle courses and late-night raves. "It doesn't feel like paradise," one disappointed Redditor wrote on premiere night. "It feels like I accidentally clicked on a low-budget Love Island spinoff on Tubi." Another fan on X posted a meme of Chris Harrison's ghostly silhouette over the old Mexican beach, captioned, "Bring me back." By the end of the first episode, the hashtag Walmart Love Island was trending. The broken formula. The charm of Bachelor in Paradise was never its budget. It thrived precisely because it didn't try too hard. Viewers loved the ramshackle palapa bar, the sound of waves drowning out whispered gossip, and the constant fear that a storm might roll in at any second. It was gritty, sunburned, and full of sand in your margarita realism. But now, everything looks polished, curated, and painfully artificial. Fans complain that the drama feels forced in the new setting. The contestants are no longer lounging on the beach in swimsuits, casually talking about who they might ask on a date. Instead, they're placed into themed nights with costume parties, group games, and staged truth or dare challenges. "It's literally Love Island without the accents," one fan tweeted. "Paradise used to be about natural chemistry. Now it's just people doing dares for screen time." Even the sacred rose ceremony has changed. Instead of gathering under the stars with the ocean as a backdrop, contestants now stand on a staged platform surrounded by neon lighting, where roses are handed out as dramatic club music plays in the background. One fan summarized the shift perfectly. "It used to feel like summer camp for hot people. Now it feels like a Vegas nightclub where everyone forgot their ID." Contestants caught in the crossfire. The cast members themselves have been surprisingly vocal about the changes. An anonymous contestant revealed to Reality Steve, "We didn't know about the setting until we got there. Everyone was shocked. People were literally asking producers, 'Where's the beach?' Some of us even joked we thought we were filming Love Island by accident." Others admitted that the artificial vibe made it harder to form genuine connections. Without lazy afternoons in hammocks or late-night ocean swims, most conversations were interrupted by scheduled events. "It felt like we were working a job, not falling in love," the contestant added. A fan-favorite contestant who returned for their third run on Paradise reportedly told fellow castmates, "This isn't Paradise. This is Love Island with discount cocktails." That line, once leaked on social media, only fueled the Walmart Love Island nickname. Producers defend the shakeup. Of course, ABC has a different story. In interviews, producers insisted the shift was meant to freshen up the franchise and appeal to younger audiences who want faster-paced, flashier content. They pointed to the success of Love Island, Too Hot to Handle, and F-Boy Island, suggesting that viewers are moving toward competition-driven dating shows. "We wanted to combine the legacy of Bachelor in Paradise with the excitement of modern reality dating formats," an ex explained. But the defense fell flat. Fans argue that Paradise didn't need to compete with Love Island. It thrived because it was different. It was slower, messier, and more heartfelt. It wasn't about flashy games or staged challenges. It was about tequila-fueled mistakes under a blazing Mexican sun. "This is what happens when X chase trends instead of trusting the formula," one blogger wrote. Fan reactions brutal, hilarious, and unforgiving. Bachelor Nation isn't holding back. On TikTok, parody videos show fans wearing cheap sunglasses, sipping $5 margaritas, and saying, "Welcome to Walmart Love Island." On Reddit, one popular thread titled "RIP Paradise 2014-2024 became a virtual memorial for the show's old charm. Users shared clips of iconic moments: Ashley I crying on the beach, Wells Adams slinging drinks, Demi Burnett causing chaos, and compared them to this season's awkward Villa rave footage. Twitter memes also went viral. A side-by-side of Love Island's neon villa and the new Paradise set with the caption, "Spot the difference?" A screenshot of Jesse Palmer trying to hype up the new setting, paired with the phrase, "Sir, this is a Wendy's." A viral joke, "They should have called it Bachelor in Patio Furniture." The humor masks genuine disappointment. For many fans, Paradise was their favorite part of the franchise. It was chaotic yet authentic, messy yet heartwarming. Seeing it transformed into a cookie-cutter sexy villa hurts. Ratings tell the story. If fan reactions weren't enough, early ratings confirmed the backlash. Premiere numbers dipped compared to last season, and social media sentiment was overwhelmingly negative. A recent poll by a Bachelor fan podcast showed that 73% of respondents disliked the new setting, with many saying they plan to stop watching unless the format changed. Even critics who usually defend the franchise have struggled. One reviewer for Variety wrote, "Bachelor in Paradise has lost its identity. What once felt like an unpolished, sun-soaked fever dream has become a franchise desperately chasing trends." What this means for the franchise? The Bachelor world has always been evolving. From spin-offs like Bachelor Pad to experiments like Listen to Your Heart, producers are constantly tinkering. But the decision to strip Paradise of its identity might be one of the most divisive moves yet. Fans are already speculating. Will producers admit defeat and bring back the old beach next season? Or will they double down on this flashy reboot? Some even wonder if Paradise will survive at all. With The Bachelor and The Bachelorette already struggling in ratings, losing the crown jewel of the franchise could be devastating. As one fan put it bluntly, "They took our beach. They gave us a Walmart. If this is the future of Paradise, count me out." The cliffhanger of it all. Yet, as angry as fans are, many still tuned in. Because let's face it, chaos is chaos, whether it's on a beach or in a neon villa, and drama sells. Will the Walmart Love Island nickname stick permanently? Will fans forgive the franchise if the relationships this season turn out genuine? Or will this be remembered as the year Bachelor in Paradise jumped the shark? For now, fans are bracing for more awkward challenges, neon rose ceremonies, and producers pretending everything is fine. But beneath the anger, one thing is clear. Bachelor Nation won't stop holding the franchise accountable. Because Paradise was never about the setting. It was about the feeling, the possibility that under a hot sun, with waves crashing and cocktails flowing, something real might emerge. And that, fans argue, is something you can't fake with LED lights and discount
of Mexico
vibes.
past. For nearly a decade, Sayulita, Mexico wasn't just a filming location. It was a character. The golden beaches, the rustic bar with its mismatched chairs, the sticky humidity that made everyone sweat through their confessions, it all shaped Paradise. Contestants bonded not because they had to, but because there was literally nothing else to do. You couldn't escape the beach, you couldn't hide behind flashing lights or loud music. You had hammocks, waves, tequila, and each other. Some of the franchise's most iconic love stories, Jade and Tanner, Ashley and Jared, Serena and Joe, began not with games or dares, but with quiet conversations under a palapa roof. Fans treasured the rawness. Compare that to the new season. LED lights, pulse, music drowns out heart-to-hearts, and producers shove contestants into dance-offs and water balloon challenges. One longtime viewer on Reddit wrote, "This used to feel like a vacation romance. Now it feels like a bad spring break reality show." Another added, "Mexico was messy and imperfect, but it gave us real moments. This new villa feels like they rented out an Airbnb with a party planner and said, 'Good luck, fall in love in 6 weeks.'" The contrast only deepens the pain for fans who feel the magic slipping away. Chapter 10: Social Media Meltdown. By week 2, the backlash had reached fever pitch. On TikTok, fan edits spliced together old Paradise clips of Wells Adams mixing margaritas with new footage of contestants forced into club-themed challenges. The captions were brutal. From tequila shots to TikTok theirs, RIP Paradise. Twitter X was even harsher. Memes comparing the show to discount chain stores spread like wildfire. Bachelor in Paradise? More like Bachelor in Party City. They turned my favorite messy beach show into Temu Love Island. Can someone at ABC please explain why my comfort show looks like a clearance bin at Walmart? A trending fan edit even used Walmart's infamous catchphrase, "Save money, live better, find fake love." Instagram fan accounts joined in, posting side-by-side images of the old Mexican ocean sunsets and the new LED villa backdrop. The caption on one viral post read, "When you ordered Paradise on Shein versus when it arrives." The Walmart Love Island label had officially stuck, and fans were relentless. Chapter 11: Contestants speak out, subtly. Though ABC contracts keep contestants tight-lipped, subtle digs began surfacing. During a live interview, one cast member smirked when asked about the new setting. "It was definitely different. Let's just say I missed the hammocks." Another joked on Instagram stories, "Paradise? More like Neon Rave Island. At least the drinks were cold." And a fan-favorite alum from Season 6 commented under a fan account's meme, "I don't even recognize my show anymore." That comment racked up thousands of likes in minutes. Insiders say production wasn't thrilled. They want everyone to push the fresh and exciting narrative, one source revealed, but even the contestants know it doesn't feel right. Chapter 12. Was it about money? Fans, as always, started speculating. Theory number 1. Budget cuts. Mexico was expensive. Building a set in the US was cheaper, faster, and easier to control. Theory number 2. Legal drama. Rumors swirled that local restrictions in Sayulita, combined with past controversies, made filming more difficult. Theory number 3. Trend chasing. With Love Island and F-Boy Island dominating younger audiences, ABC wanted to mimic their vibe. On Reddit, one fan summed it up bluntly. They didn't reinvent the wheel, they slapped neon lights on Paradise and called it innovation. Chapter 14. When fans turn against producers. Bachelor Nation has always been vocal, but this time the anger feels personal. For years, viewers accepted messy edits, villain arcs, and manipulative cliffhangers. But the Mexico beach was sacred. It was the beating heart of Paradise. Mess with storylines all you want, but don't touch the setting. The beach was our constant, one fan wrote. It didn't matter if the drama sucked or the cast was boring. The beach always felt like home. Now it's gone. Another fan compared the move to replacing Chris Harrison with a cardboard cutout. Harsh words, but they capture the sense of betrayal. Chapter 15. Ratings freefall. The numbers don't lie. By episode 3, ratings had slipped by nearly 20% compared to the previous season. Even worse, the key demographic, the young viewers ABC wanted to attract, wasn't showing up. Instead, longtime fans, who make up the loyal core audience, were abandoning the show in droves. Podcasters who built their brand on Bachelor Nation recaps openly admitted they were struggling to stay interested. One popular host said, "I used to look forward to Paradise like it was my summer escape. Now I'm watching a fake Love Island knockoff." ABC is reportedly monitoring fan sentiment closely, but insiders whisper that panic is already setting in. Chapter 16. Alumni versus newbies. Interestingly, the setting has created a divide among contestants. Veteran returnees, people like alumni from seasons 7 and 8, openly complain about missing the Mexican charm. "This isn't what I signed up for," one allegedly told producers. But younger contestants, many fresh from The Bachelor season 29 and 30, seem more comfortable in the flashy environment. They thrive in staged games and camera-ready moments. For them, TikTok-style drama is second nature. This generational split only fuels the sense that Paradise is drifting away from its roots, and perhaps away from the fans who made it popular in the first place. Chapter 17. The Wells Factor. And then there's Wells Adams. The beloved bartender, once the grounding force of Paradise, seems lost in the new setup. Instead of slinging drinks and offering advice, Wells is reduced to hosting game nights and hype man duties. One fan wrote on Twitter, "Wells used to be the wise bartender, the shoulder to cry on. Now he looks like a camp counselor at a bad glow stick festival." Memes comparing his old role versus his new one went viral, with captions like, "From margaritas to micromanaging water balloon fights, justice for Wells." Even Wells himself hinted at missing the old vibe. In a cheeky Instagram story, he posted a throwback of himself at the Mexican bar with the caption, "Those were the days." Chapter 18. Where do we go from here? By mid-season, the backlash had reached such a peak that even casual viewers were questioning the future of Paradise. Some fans demanded ABC bring back Mexico immediately. Others suggested scrapping the show altogether if this is the new direction. A Change.org petition titled "Save Bachelor in Paradise, Bring Back the Beach" began circulating online, gathering thousands of signatures within days. One fan on Reddit put it simply, "Paradise without the beach is like The Bachelor without roses. It doesn't work." Chapter 19. The cliffhanger ending. Despite everything, one undeniable truth remains. Fans can't look away. Hate watching is still watching, and Bachelor Nation has always thrived on controversy. Whether it's fake drama, villain arcs, or ill-advised spin-offs, the franchise feeds on outrage. The real question is whether ABC will listen. Will they acknowledge the backlash and restore Paradise to its sandy, sunburned glory? Or will they double down on their flashy neon villa experiment? For now, fans sit in limbo, still watching, still tweeting, still mourning the beach that was stolen from them. And as one meme perfectly captured it, we wanted sunsets and margaritas. They gave us neon lights and Walmart vibes. This isn't paradise. This is purgatory. Final thoughts. Bachelor in Paradise has always been messy. That's why we loved it. But this season proved one thing beyond doubt. The beach wasn't just a background. It was the soul. Strip that away, and you're left with a copycat show, desperately trying to be Love Island, but never quite pulling it off. Fans may still laugh, cry, and scream at the screen this season, but the phrase Walmart Love Island will haunt producers long after the final rose is handed out. Because Paradise wasn't supposed to be perfect, it was supposed to be real. And no amount of neon lighting can replace the sound of waves crashing in the background of a tequila-soaked love confession.